Look outside right now, the downtown Rock Falls. Now the good news is once we do get those plows out there to start to clear off the roads just are really wet and slushy. Imagine if we had cold air. Imagine this would be a lot more snow. Roads would be a lot worse, but still it's going to take some time to get those roads to clear off. So allow a lot of extra time out there for this morning. Here is a look at those road conditions. Load in just a second. There it is. About 100% covered for a lot of our hometowns, especially around I-80 near the Metro Quad Cities and pointing off to the north too. We were upgraded to a winter storm warning for areas in the immediate Quad Cities and pointing off to the north and east. Surrounding areas, you are in a winter weather advisory, all going to last until 1 p.m. this afternoon. Again, this is very wet, slushy snow. We're expecting several inches of accumulation total by the time we wrap things up later on this morning and into the early afternoon. So again, allow a lot of extra travel time for you. Here's a look at temperatures, however. Again, it's really impressive. We got this heavy snow to transition very quickly during the overnight hours, and as it fell, it was really heavy. It was able to overcome the warm temperatures at the ground and actually accumulate on the ground too. So again, it's very impressive because look at these temperatures. A lot of us even above freezing out there. Here in the Metro Quad Cities, we're at 35 degrees. So again, it's not freezing onto the surfaces, which is some good news. You can just basically wipe it off your cars, but there is quite a few inches to wipe off. So here's a look at live radar. Still seeing that very steady snowfall off to our north. And again, you can see these lighter blue colors. That's some heavier bursts of snow too. And we'll continue to track that in. A lot more heavy bursts of snow being seen south of I-80 as well, getting more closer to Woodhull and Galesburg. Again, widespread snow still being seen from Muscatine, Wapello, Mediapolis, Burlington. Out near Iowa City, however, they're starting to wrap things up there for this morning with that snow. So this is going to continue to push off to the east. Once it does, we're going to start to see drying conditions. So we still have a couple more hours to deal with the snow before we do see a drier afternoon. So from right now to the afternoon, we could see about 1 to 2 more inches to tack on for our areas, especially for those that are in the winter storm warning area. The rest of us can expect maybe enough to bring in a dusting to maybe another inch. So here is a look at future track. Here's a look at 9 a.m. We'll still bring in some snow showers, but once we get to around 10, 11, 12, that's when we're going to start to see a push off to the east. Here's where the good news arrives. By the afternoon, highs are going to be in the mid-40s. Should get the clouds begin to clear up, and we have the chance to see some sunshine. So we have good melting conditions by the afternoon. Tonight, we're going to be cooler, a little quiet. Lows are going to be in the upper 20s, and then by tomorrow morning, we're going to bring in a weak disturbance. This could bring in a chance for some rain and snow showers. Nothing like we're seeing for today. Again, this is going to be not as widespread, pretty isolated and scattered, and it's going to be a good mix of rain and snow. So we're not going to really tack on any more in terms of accumulation as we head through tomorrow afternoon. Here's a look at your accurate forecast for the week. We have a pretty active pattern, so we do have that next chance for tomorrow to bring in some rain and snow. Another chance on Monday for some rain showers. And then we are going to bring in some nice warm temperatures by the second half of the upcoming week with highs in the 50s. But we could bring in a stronger system to bring in some thunderstorm chances by Thursday and Friday. So we'll keep an eye on that too.
Kind of a